Hello, and welcome back to a new episode of Ancient Cities. Rebuilding or building, pre-building ancient Marseille. And I'll be honest, I went back and tried to prolong the life of Marcel so that we wouldn't lose the tools, but he died. He died twice. Twice. 2 times that I tried. So we're just going to forge ahead. But I actually read and watched a bit about knowledge. And so I learned that in addition to the things that I already knew, such as using a tool helps you gain knowledge about the tool, and also using like related materials and prerequisite tools, that also helps you gain that knowledge. So that's all true. But also, people share knowledge when they're hanging around the fireplace, when they're on their leisure time, sitting around the log, sharing stories, sharing knowledge. That's a big part of knowledge sharing, and I didn't realize that. And it's funny, it's ironic. Benches obviously facilitate more sitting around things and talking, because right now people just sit on, they prefer to sit on bigger rocks like this, and they prefer to sit on logs, but they'll obviously try to do that within the vicinity of their main settlement and the fireplaces. So I generally try to put the fireplaces near those bigger rocks and a log if I can find it, as long as it's along the main path that we're trying to create. But the benches would have been better for that, and I didn't build enough of those benches before the guy died and we lost it. So that's a shame, because the benches would have facilitated more conversations. But another thing that can facilitate more conversations is just giving people more time off. So we're heading into winter, and winter is a great time to give people extra time off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, in addition to all the things that I already set up, building projects and crafting projects, I'm going to give them lots of leisure time so that hopefully they will all share their knowledge, and they will share their knowledge about bifaces especially. And also fishing. Fishing in general, the more fishing we do, the closer we'll get to bone harpoons. So since we moved to the coast, I'm expecting we'll get bone harpoons any day now. Any day. So yeah, we're just going to forge ahead and get through the winter, I think. Get all this stuff built. Tons of stuff. We got a save. Playing this pretty much back to back. I took a break to learn about knowledge, to gain knowledge about knowledge. And now I'm back. I think I'll try to make each episode like 45 minutes. So the last one was kind of short, but after we lost those techs, I was really bummed out. And I wanted to make sure I didn't lose any more techs, so I went to take a learning break. So we're building along this route, and once we hit winter and we've got a sufficient number of houses, we'll go out on a raid. Who should we raid is the question. Someone close by would be ideal, so it's not a long trip. That trading trip was just crazy. 3 rope to go across France. I don't want, are those bone harpoons? Yes. Okay, let's raid them. Let's raid them. We don't need dried fish. Ooh, we could trade with them though, because we have tons of dried fish. Yeah, look at that, 116 dried fish. That's enormous. So, I don't need, oh, they're supplying dried fish, so I'm not gonna trade with them. Honey for crossbows. Can't trade. Could raid. So do we raid for crossbows or raid for bone harpoons? We seem to be doing fine on the fish production. So why rush the bone harpoons? Yeah, I think we won't do that. Okay. Our lovebirds are still coming home from their shameful trading trip. Oh look! A tribe is migrating. We get to see another tribe moving. Ooh, they did not move far. Nope. Moving through the mountains. Not sure why they chose the mountains. They're going to form Switzerland. Oh, I'd like to play Switzerland. I don't see any of the lakes. Well, Switzerland's still not playable. Maybe like a little bit of this border area is could be Switzerland. But I don't see any of the lakes that Switzerland is known for. So, still a work in progress, I'd say. Yes, the Alps. The French Alps. And here is the Riviera. Yeah, you can definitely see that bit by bit this area is getting more lakes, more little tiny lakes, which will eventually become a big marshland. And I guess this area too is going to become a lake because it's very beachy here. I love it. I love it. I love watching the terrain change. This would be a cool spot to settle into, I think. Right here, in this little harbor. Toulon. The city of Toulon is there. And then Nice. Nice is over here somewhere. That might be cool. One of these islands would be challenging, very challenging. Because you could migrate, but you wouldn't be able to migrate very far, just from like one side of the island to another. But, yeah, it could be interesting. Oh, this takes forever, this trip. I'm not doing that anymore. What do they have to raid or trade? Ooh, they're demanding stone sickles. So am I. They're supplying stone sickles, so we should definitely raid them again. Because that, I think, will help us get to farming faster. Yes, definitely. The more crops we can harvest with sickles, I think that's definitely going to help us unlock farming knowledge. Cool to play the island of Paris. I wonder if the island of Paris exists. Yeah, but that would be cool. How are things going in Marseille? Let's see. We're almost at winter, guys. Wow. Our first winter, and how many people don't have a home? %35 of people don't have a home. Once these two are built, they will. Maybe I should plop down a tent, because we might be able to get a tent up faster. A little beach tent, maybe. do do do. Yeah, I put these houses here, but I think I'm going to delete some of those and replace them with tents. Yeah, these will be tents for the fishers. Tents for the fishers and the clam diggers. And I don't think I'll delete these huts yet, but I'll pause some of them, because this is a bit overboard. And when you get into the winter, you don't want to have too many building tasks on the go, because everything's a little bit harder in the winter. So the ones that are far away here, we'll pause. We'll just build one over here, actually. Yep. And we'll see if the tents get built any faster. Do we have any, what do we have? Two pieces of leather, okay. Alright. Yeah, we could definitely get a tent up. At least one tent up before the winter is progressed too much. Aiden has given birth, good. And if we zoom in on our friend Aiden, hello Aiden. Oh my goodness, look at that. She just gave birth and she has a massive piece of tree on her back and a baby on her front. I like that. Aiden, you should be the chief. You should be the next chief, Aiden. I'm gonna vote for you if we get to democracy, because that is dedication. What group are you in? You're a crafter. You should be leading a raiding party, I think. But right now you have mother duties and building duties. Building comes first. Don't put the baby down, only the log. Lost me? Dare, huh? Are you talking to your baby? That's cute. Okay, you better get a hut. You deserve a hut. Oh, she works too much? Yeah, you do. Okay, well we're into winter almost, so I am going to relax the labor and people can chill out a bit, and I'm not going to relax the labor age though. Rona and I, we understand each other. We understand that we need these people working. We need the retirement age brought up a bit until we have 100% housed, so that we can get lots of people having babies and more migrants. I think if you have a surplus of housing, that will encourage extra migration, I think. I know that that's how it works in Dawn of Man. And given that they're striving for realism, that would kind of make sense. Still lots of unhappy people though. Why are you unhappy? Better housing than a small fireplace. Yes, definitely. I can appreciate that. You like raw meat. That's not good for you, Gaddy. You should cook that meat. Don't eat it raw. Rare, maybe. A rare steak, okay. Ooh, you got a pelt hut though. You're moving up in the world. That's good. And it's sunrise. Ooh, it's a cloudy day too. Look at the attention to the clouds. Beauty. Beautiful. Beautiful, and this organic path is beautiful too. Yes, the city is coming together. I want this to go relatively quickly. Maybe 12 episodes. So we're going to be speeding through. Like once we get to winter. I guess right now we'll speed through. Do 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 do. I like the music in this game. A basket is ready to use. I need these baskets back. Alright, so we put hazelnuts. Well, see, we have those pits over on the other side of town, but we're going to need to put the same kinds of things in these baskets too. And I built a couple of pits too. Okay, so clams definitely. Well, actually, we can now create set of baskets. We already could. We already went over that. Alright. We already could do that. No, look, there's no clams. No clams. Things are not working out with clams the way I thought they would. Oh well. Well, we got lots of dried fish, so we'll store some dried fish over here, just so that people don't have to walk a million miles to get basic staples like dried fish. So that will be dried fish. And pine nuts, I think we'll have a basket over here for pine nuts too. I'm not sure which is better, the hole in the ground, the pit, or the baskets, in terms of prolonging food. Let's see. Storage 200%. Storage 200%. And these doesn't say. Maybe because it's not built yet. Let's go to a built one. Yeah, eventually we'll get rid of these pits over here because they're too far away from everything. Yeah, 300% for the pits. Okay, so the pits are better. The pits are definitely better. 300%. So then foods that get eaten relatively quickly, they should be in the baskets. And food that gets eaten only as a staple, like nuts, they should go in the pits. That makes sense, right? Yeah. Because there's no point storing something that's going to be taken out frequently and never really stocked up regularly. Alright. So dried fish I think will get used pretty frequently. And this one can be dedicated to dried meat, maybe? Yeah. Dried meat. And then the pit will be pine nuts. And not going to dedicate anything to hazelnuts because we're not replacing them as quickly as we're eating them. So I think my theory about the hazelnuts going down is going to prove to be true. So what's this thing about baskets? Do we now have a new 2 decorative baskets? Nope. so I don't know what's going on there. I put a haystack down, didn't I? I think so. Let's relocate the graves, the cemetery. So where can we put them? Well, the center of the city is basically going to be where this little headland here is. That's basically the center. And the cemetery should be up by the hills where the temples are going to be. So if we go like this, up the hills, maybe to here. Yeah, somewhere around here. Kind of far away, but it'll make sense as we gravitate closer. Unos, dos. What's going on there? Can't do it. Trace. And that'll do for now. We won't get rid of the other graves just yet. We want our theater to be thoroughly haunted. For extra drama. Okay, fast forward, folks. Oops. Yeah, the skip night, I don't know what's going on. I know that when you build something, it automatically takes it off fast forward, but it's not working the way it's supposed to work, I don't think. Probably some stuff in the tutorial about knowledge. Animal husbandry. Domestic animals will start coming with migrants from Eastern Europe in the early Neolithic period. Oh, okay. So does that mean we cannot domesticate them from wild animals ourselves? We have to wait for migrants with animals to come? I don't like that. You can order the slaughter of a selected animal with the disband button. Create groups of herders to automatically manage slaughtering and milking. Doesn't seem like there's any buildings for it, like barns. Use the feeders to feed your animals. Yeah, the feeders and stuff kind of take the place of the barn. And the dairy, there's a dairy bench. Herbivores graze and only need to feed when there is not enough green grass. Fence your feeding areas. Makes sense. The trade group will exchange the demanded resource for the offered one in an amount that will depend on the exchange ratio between the products and the amount of workers you assign to the group. What's the exchange ratio between the products? How can I see that? Are these yellow things the exchange ratio? What does that mean? One dried fish gets you half a sickle, probably. So then one rope gets you 2.5, or rather one rope costs 2.5 spears. See, that's crazy. You guys are gougers. They probably gave a nice wedding gift to the traders, though. That was why they could charge such exorbitant prices. So then, yeah, that kind of makes sense. 1.5 sickles costs a ton of grain. Makes sense. I think that's how it works. And the amount of workers you assign to the group. So it makes sense to send big trading parties then? Yeah, big trading parties. The raiding group will steal from the target tribe an amount of the offered resources depending on the number of surviving raiders. And trade and raids will affect the value of the target tribe's resources. Yes, I did notice that. I wonder how long it takes to replenish, because I traded right after another, the same tribe, and I did not get nearly the same yield, so not the same. Alright, nothing else about knowledge. Distribute the knowledge in your tribe among the other members by dedicating people to tasks relating to each knowledge. Yes. A green or red segment on each knowledge bar shows the recent gain or loss. By performing tasks, your citizens will improve their level of knowledge and related task efficiency. The wisest members can even improve the knowledge of the tribe. Yeah, we've had that happen. It's happening more frequently than before. Could be just because we have more people, or it could be that our people are getting smarter. I hope that's the case. So we want to encourage lots of leisure time. So we are winter. So let's lower the labor time. Well, first, let's make sure that we have enough housing now. %. Alright, we'll wait until the night, and then we'll take people into leisure. Fast, fast, fast. Fast away the day. Why are we still collecting so much stone? I already, stopped collecting it. A haystack is ready to use. Good. Oh, I bet it's because I assigned clearing zones, and I'm sure that those clearing zones had some stone in it, so that's probably it. Because, not here. Right? Not there. And it's not in our S&S group. Nope. So, yeah. It's just from the clearing zones, I guess. Alright. Skipped through the whole night and forgot to change the policy. Labor time, down below half. So you do a bit of work in the morning, guys, and then chill out for the rest of the day. Eat some hazelnuts. Remember the good old days at the old settlement. And then eat some pine nuts. And think about the future in the new settlement. and hopefully share stories about your tech. Talk about tech. Be nerds. Yeah, see, like, if I want to promote more conversation, should I build fireplaces along these rocks here? Just so that people will sit there and talk and share knowledge. Too bad you couldn't build like a library. Well, we will build a library, but it probably won't be like a dedicated building. It'll be like a series of menhirs with some benches in it or something. A Greek outdoor academy kind of thing. Alright, so do some leisure time, guys. And I think our housing problem's solved now. Nope, not yet. Still 24. Let's go. Let's go. 2 more houses and we're all set. Oh, and then these ones still. Let's raise the priority of the tents. Get some knowledge sharing happening over here in the clam digging area. Talk about clams. Is there anything at all still in the area where we plopped down, I wonder? Nope, don't think so. Yeah, it's pretty empty. They moved everything over, so I think slowly this path will disappear. They're using it. You can see it's still pretty well padded down over here because they're using it to go out and collect things, hunt and stuff, and that's totally fine. Yeah, but these will need to be replaced eventually. See, there's so you can change the settings for storage and extraction or just storage, which I guess is handy if you're planning to migrate or something, but I wish there was an option to just extract, so that if you wanted to move a pit somewhere else or change the location of gathering. Aiden died, but no technology was lost, so that's good. Goodbye, Aiden. I wish there was a way to just extract for a while so that we could deplete these resources and then move them over without having to dedicate time to like moving the resources. And also I'm not sure if like if we disband a full pit, will the food be removed first? I don't know. I hope so. We got our feeders up, but we don't have any animals to use it. It's a shame. But spring is just around the corner. Okay, well, spring is around the corner, so let's do a raid before spring is over. So we're going to raid for, I think, the bone harpoons. But see, our fish is doing fine. We're going to raid for one of these other things. The bows. Because maybe, like, using the bows will help us gain the knowledge of the bow. Could be. Or sickles. No, let's get sickles. Sickles. Yep. Alright. We're going to go raid the Highlands. Who shall go? We'll send 7. Alright. High priority. And and they will assemble, and they will take off. And hopefully they'll be back soon. Because when we get into spring, we'll have more gathering to do. And when they're off on raids, they're probably not sitting around sharing knowledge. So imagine if you did a raid and you lost a bunch of people and like a ton of knowledge along with it. That would be heartbreaking on so many levels. Yeah, I think we should make an unlimited number of bone tools as well. Bone knives, just because it'll increase our knowledge of bone use, I think. Which will help us with re-unlocking bone harpoons. Unlimited. And we'll still set a limit on the number of bones that we're collecting. So that will help us control the population a bit. Nobody seems to want bone knives, unfortunately. None of these tribes want bone knives. Have you left yet for your raid, folks? Ravi is an adult. Congratulations, Ravi. You haven't left on your raid yet, guys. Why not? You're still waiting for one more. Ultra priority, please. There we go. They've got their pack. A group of migrants. Just when we're about to go on a raid. Hopefully they're not coming from the Heelans. They might be a bit uncomfortable. Ooh, I like his beard. Air. R. Cool. Yeah, come on in. Which culture are you? Neolithic. Amazing. Amazing. Alright. What are you good at? Architecture. A little bit. You're able. That's good. You're nasty. Aww. That's a shame. Nasty how? Like nasty spirited, or like you don't shower? Unknown parents. Parents are too embarrassed. He's cool. He has a bit of Mesolithic and a bit of... I like him. He's a man of the age. He's a man of the times. On the cusp of Mesolithic, Neolithic. That's cool. He's nasty, so it affects his charisma. Kind of like Crusader Kings. Fitness, he's very fit. Intelligence. Skill. Affected by able. I like that. I like that a lot. See, that's the kind of detail that you rarely get in a city builder. Is like personality types of your citizen nodes. I love that. Love it. And so those things affect the leader as well. They affect the tribe leader. Maybe how stubborn they are about things. We should have looked at the personalities of Sunny, our first chief. So our current chief, Rona, she is slow. Elder. Strong. Cool. And so those things kind of affect their leadership style, I guess. And how willing they are to negotiate on policies. Look, our hazelnuts are down below 100 for the first time in the whole game, probably. Wow, wow. Goodbye, hazelnuts. Goodbye, old world. I think it'll be good to rid ourselves of the hazelnuts, because it will symbolize the end of the old way of doing things. Seven pieces of leather. That's awesome. So we'll build lots of straw pellet tents. Yeah. We need more fine sticks though. We need more sticks in general. So what can we do about how can we get more sticks? Prioritize gatherers a bit, because I do have sticks in there too. And it's set to 100, so that's not the issue. 300, I mean. We could deprioritize something else. Plant fiber, maybe. Not deprioritize it, but just leave it to the gatherers group. Yeah, let's do that. I won't do the same for straw, though, because we're down to only 4. Yeah. Actually, I will get rid of straw, because we have it in the gatherers group. And there's 10 spaces available in the gatherers group. A lot of our people are out raiding, though, so there is that to consider. You still haven't gone on your raid? There we go. Come on. Yeah, when I started this map over here, down here, this island here, it was connected to Marseille. And that now it's an island. And I think that those things are so cool. Alright, faster raiders, faster. Here we go. Look, you're walking by the old homestead. That's cool. Say hello. One thing I noticed too is that some of these tribes, they'll plop right on top of each other when they migrate. And I wonder, if they did that to you, would you be able to see it on the zoomed in map? Like, would you be able to interact with that tribe if they plopped on the same plot of land as you, or an overlapping plot? Would you be able to see them? And then if it's overlapping but not completely overlapping, could you like hide in one corner of your plot and they wouldn't be able to go that far? That could be kind of interesting. Are they going to have multiplayer for this game? Because that would be, since they have these tribes. Oh good, Thresher is ready to use. Since they have these tribes, they should have multiplayer. And then maybe you could have 2 tribes in the same plot of land. That would be awesome. So they're at war right now. You can see they got their bows out. They don't actually own any bows, so I'm not sure how that's happening. Raiders group has carried out its mission. What? You only got 1? Less than 1? Aww. Jeez. My gosh, this is not going well. It seems like everybody's pretty low on supplies. I wish that there was a way that you could anticipate how much they have. See, like, I've raided pretty much everybody, so I guess that's the issue. But how long do you have to wait before they replenish? It shouldn't take forever. Oh boy. Alright, well, anyway. Hopefully you got some raiding knowledge. Weapons knowledge. You did fight with bone spears, so hopefully that helped. Raiders has returned from its mission with less than 1 stone sickle. Thank you guys. Wonderful. Bravo. Close that Raiders group out. No more raiding for you. A log store ready to use? That's good. So we're into spring now, so next episode we'll get into herding, I think. Yes. Herding, animal domestication, assuming that we can actually like domesticate animals in the wild. and we don't have to wait for migrants, then that's what we'll do. And hopefully we'll give them a little bit more leisure time, because I want those fireplace conversations. I want knowledge sharing, and I don't want to lose any more techs. So let's hope that we don't lose any more techs. Thank you for tuning in to another Let's Play, and give me a like and a subscribe and all those good things. And we'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.